Well, as you know, President Biden will deliver his State of the Union address tonight as his presidency faces quite a battle on multiple fronts now, with a pandemic and overseas military conflict and an aching economy, all pivotal points for priority in this presidency. And all of this as the president faces a staggering low approval rating. According to the most recent ABC News Washington Post poll, just 37% of Americans say that they approve of his work so far. ABC News senior Washington reporter Devin Dwyer and ABC News contributor and professor of history at Johns Hopkins University, Leah Wright-Rigord, joining me now to talk about this. So, Devin, let's start with you there on the Hill. There's a lot on the table for Biden tonight. Where do you think he will focus the majority of his attention?
Hey, Kira, yeah, the stage is set. This is the biggest audience of the year for the president. And as you said, it comes at a really critical juncture for this presidency, not just the approval ratings, of course, but inflation on the minds of every American, 40-year highs, COVID still lingering, a top concern in our new poll. And, of course, the Russian invasion of Ukraine, the biggest threat to Europe since World War II. All of that will dominate tonight. The White House tells us that the president is going to focus on those crises head on. He's going to talk about why Ukraine matters, what he's doing to address that situation, and also how he's going to help Americans get lower prices, things like prescription drugs, child care. Republicans, Kira, up here on Capitol Hill already attacking the president ahead of this speech. They are going to call him out on gas prices, consumer prices. They're going to call him flat-footed in the crisis in Ukraine for not sending more aid to Ukraine sooner. They're having a rebuttal tonight. Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds will deliver that. So the stage is set for a big moment in this town, as you know, and a lot on the line for this president.
And, Leah, usually the State of the Union speech touts that the State of the Union is strong, but the president, you know, is dealing with Ukraine, historic inflation, the economy, COVID, all of this amid historically low approval ratings. So what do you think? Is the state of our union strong?
Well, the state of our union hasn't been strong in a very long time, at least the last 5 years. So it's no surprise that we're walking into this, particularly at the, at the edges of a global pandemic, and saying, it's not just the state of the union that's unstable, it's the state of the world. But it's also true that most presidents in the modern period have walked into the state of the union with a global world or setting that's deeply unstable, that many presidents, particularly presidents in the last 2 decades, have walked in with economies that haven't been strong, have been fighting inflation, have been fighting, the rising cost of colleges and home ownership in this country. So there have been multiple crises, and the president has always been called upon in the State of the Union to both offer a glimpse of optimism and strong leadership, but also to outline how he or she plans on addressing these crises moving forward. So yes, we are in a moment of crisis, but we should expect that the President of the United States is going to offer us a path forward that's about how we overcome these crises and what strong leadership looks like.
We can only hope. And Devin, we also know that masks will no longer be required in the House chamber when the president delivers his State of the Union address tonight. So this is a very visible reversal in the nation's, very politically charged mask controversy. So what kind of message do you think this sends?
And the timing, Kira, is no accident. We know the Biden administration has been preparing these new CDC mask guidelines just in time for the State of the Union. The House physician also announcing, as you said just yesterday, no masks will be required. We won't see the president wearing one as he enters that crowded chamber. This is going to be the first time in 2 years that all 535 members of Congress are allowed into the chamber for the speech. A significant and symbolic development, although we should say everyone attending tonight, Kira, is required to take a COVID test ahead of time. Some Republicans are bristling at that, so they won't be here. One other thing to look for tonight, Kira, a lot of yellow and blue. I'm already seeing up here on Capitol Hill lawmakers with yellow and blue pins showing solidarity with Ukraine.
Not surprised. Devin, Leah, thank you both so much. And ABC News will bring you full coverage of President Biden's State of the Union address tonight. That's starting at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.